Hey y'all, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft, and I'm doing another sketch from Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches, series 19. So I have this one photo of my beautiful daughter and some Vicky Bouton paper. This one is this really cute pink wood grain is from crepe paper. And then I have this really fun from B. Valent, sort of ombre rainbow look, which I really like. The other side is books. This is the B side, but I really like it. And I'm going to do the day 8 sketch. So let's find that in my stack. Here we go. Oh, I should maybe do the other one first. All right, so we're gonna do the day 8 sketch here. And I have, this is gonna be my background paper. I haven't figured out these stripes across here yet. But then there are two, I'm thinking maybe 7 by 7 squares. And I'm going to use these two papers for those. I think that will work. I also have some bits and pieces of ephemera and this sticker sheet. And I think that I'm going to do the word beauty as the title for this and then pull in some of these. So let's get started. From here on out, I think I'll just do a speedy video. I also, if I can fit it on here, I might use this from a swap on Ginger's Corner. I think those colors might work. And I also have this as a mat. So that is my plan. And I have some enamel dots and the print shop stickers at the end. All right, so let's get going. All right, so just cutting off the branding strips, and on these pieces of paper, well, Vicky Bouton's branding strips are usually pretty useful, but I'm not actually cutting that off on this one. So one thing that I should have thought about is that this is directional, and so now I'm going to struggle a little bit to make it look right with those hearts. So I really should have, had I picked one with hearts, random hearts on it, it would have looked better. But just think about that if you're doing this page, is if your top paper especially is directional, it might make a difference. I do find a solution. As you can tell, when I cut the second one, I didn't cut a full square because you're not going to see it. So I'm just being precious with my paper, I guess. So I'm just going to tilt it a little bit in that direction, which I think works better. And then I'm going to not do a 45-degree tilt. I'm going to do less than that so that they're more up and down than they are sideways. And I think that's an okay solution given this directional paper. So I am inking with black, and the reason I chose black is because the lettering on the stickers is black. There's a lot of black accents, and so I'm trying to lean into that a little bit. So as you can see, I'm not doing a square angle against the paper. So still the same idea as from the sketch. And now I'm going to just reminder of the sketch. Not sure I showed it very much at the beginning. So it also has some strips across the top and they are vertical stripes across the top on the sketch, and I'm going to end up using washi tape for that. So I'm just doing a single layer here. It also had another square on top of this one, and I'm not using that. I just didn't want to cover up all of these beautiful Vicki Boutin hearts. I do love them so much. And this is Vicki Boutin as well. I'm not sure if it's from the same collection or not. I haven't bought that many of her collections, but I have bought a few sheets here and there, and I did buy the whole print shop collection, but the rest have just been maybe a paper pad or some ephemera and things like that. So I'm squaring that off. I think that's best. And I'm going to start with the title, and it's going to, I can cover up part up on the photo, so I'm good with that. Now I do realize, oh, I need to ink it, because I am trying to ink everything. Now, one warning, if you're using especially oxide inks, they take a touch longer to dry. And so just when I'm inking some things, I will tend to set them aside for a minute just so I don't get ink and soot all over my paper, which happens occasionally. So now I'm just looking at the sticker sheet for things that I think will work. And I do like this, but instead, at first I'm like, okay, I'm going to put it under the title, but I like it better on the right, and that way I've got that black on either side of the photo. It looks a little more balanced to me that way. And then I've got these butterflies. I've got a little saying that I pulled from my ephemera. You know, looking back, I could have also fussy cut out a couple of these hearts from the leftover paper, and I didn't do it. So you guys do that. If you still have this paper or a different heart paper, cut out some of the hearts. I do use some hearts from the stickers, but I could have easily added some of those Vicki Boutin hearts on there as ephemera. They're easy to fussy cut and high impact. So who knows, maybe I'll go back and add that to the page. I mean, I'm happy with it. I am popping up my butterflies, and I'm putting dimensional adhesive under the wings so that, and then sticking down the center, and that helps give them a little bit of dimension and make them look a little bit more like they are in flight. And I'm doing 3 butterflies. And just trying to fill out those clusters a little bit. There are a few wordy bits on the sticker sheet that I'm going to use. And instead of journaling, I'm just going to place those in this bottom cluster as little strip journaling. I like them. I like the look of that. Of course, one looks crooked. I think I straightened that out at some point. And now I'm going to go off. I did cut a little bit of this out of my video because I pull out 4 or 5 or 6 different washi tapes trying to see if they work with the paper. And here I'm just doing those little hearts, a few little small things off the sticker sheet. And this is one of the washi tapes that I decided on. And I'm trying to decide which pink I like. I don't tend to buy a lot of washi tape, but still I've ended up with a drawer full. And so I'm very happy to be able to use some of it. And I'm going to end up pulling out a black one. And again, this is a third instance of that black, and now a fourth instance. I'm going to put it at the bottom, even though that wasn't on the sketch. I like the balance that creates. So, hooray for washi, getting to use washi on a page for a change. And now I'm using some of the Vicky Booten Puffy stickers. There are a couple of stars on there that look nice and some hearts. And then just some glitter. I think they're glitter enamel dots. And this page is pretty much done and dusted. Oh, I'm going to add some gold spritz, which is distress spritz, and the color is spun sugar, maybe comes out as the rose gold spritz. It's really pretty and felt right on this page. Please give this video a thumbs up and go over to Christy's Beautiful Life on Facebook and check out the sketches. As I said, this was the day 8 sketch, and there's lots of great ways to adapt these to your needs. So thanks a lot for watching, you guys, and we'll do some close-ups. Oh, I'm adding some more of that pink ribbon that is sort of fuzzy on the ends, on the edges. It's really cute. I've used it a couple times this month. And there we have it. Beauty in the everyday, my beautiful college girl. Thanks a lot, you guys.